Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Diamond BOBAN MARJANOVIC. BOBAN is 7'4". Is he going to be the brand new TACKO and YAO stopper for budget players? That is the question for today's video. Before we hop into the video though, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 11,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. So BOBAN at 7'4", he has the potential to compete against those guys on the interior in a way that really no other bigs can except for Mark Eaton. Mark Eaton can't shoot, BOBAN can. That being said, his stats are interesting. 91 offense, 92 defense. He's got a 72 driving layup, which is low. Doesn't really matter though. 73 ball. That's high enough to green with, especially if his release is all right. His 95 standing dunk is great. He can't handle the ball, and he's not a good perimeter defender. But 90 block, 90 interior is more than enough for a 7'4" player. He's a very good rebounder. The problem with the card that I'm worried about is the 25 speed, 25 steal ball, 25 excel, and 35 lateral quickness. Those four stats right there are the problem with this card. Plain and simple. I don't know if he's going to be fast enough, even at 7'4", to keep up with those guys. He's going to be so slow up the court, and he's going to struggle so much laterally on defense that I don't know if he's going to be good enough regardless. 6 hoffs. He's got back down punisher, masher, glove, post lockdown, box out beast, and brick wall. 17 golds include badges like bully, drop stepper, post spin, rise up, bailout, anchor, chase down artist, pogo stick, workhorse, and rebound chaser. And then badges to add. He only has 5 badge slots, so you have to keep that in mind. Fast twitch is one that I would add for sure. Outside of that, probably catch and shoot would be 2. Limitless range would probably be 3. Number 4, I would probably go quick first step, and then number 5, maybe you skip quick first step. You might just go clamps and interceptor as his last 2 badges. I'm not entirely sure. Gonna have to decide which badges you want to add to BOBAN though if you do decide to use them. I almost think quick first step's not worth it, because even if he has quick first step, I know he's big, but 25 speed, it's just not going to matter. I don't think. I think he's going to legitimately be too slow to really do anything off the dribble whatsoever. Now, player build is massive. There's no doubt about that. And yes, he does move relatively glitchy still, even with only 25 speed. I mean, y'all can still see he's kind of explosive getting downhill and stuff, which is kind of crazy to say, to be completely honest. But I mean, he's going to be obviously very slow, but his size is going to be a big thing. And offensively, I don't think this card is going to be an issue, especially since he can shoot. I know his release isn't good, but it is good enough, especially if you add some shooting badges and a shoe, where you can green with him. I mean, I just greened one right there. 73 ball base is high enough to where, especially once you put a shoe and a couple badges on him, like catch and shoot and limitless range, he's going to be able to shoot the ball relatively well. Now, no 3-point hotspots beside the corners, which is fine. I mean, he can spot it from the corners pretty well. You could add corner specialist to him as well if you'd like, but I don't think I'm going to add that one to him. I think he needs other badges more. He's going to be a very good dunker, obviously a dominant inside force as a masher and things like that. My main question with this card really comes on the defensive end of the court, because we're seeing it offensively. He'll be fine. He can green when he's open. He's going to be a absolute mismatch in terms of his size if he's not guarding YAO, going up against YAO or TACKO. It's just defensively, he may not be able to compete because of how slow he is. That's going to be the main question with BOBAN, plain and simple. So I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes, but let's hop into a game. Let's see what BOBAN MARJANOVIC could do. All right, our opponent, not a good team. Avery Bradley, Gerald Green, LeBron, Amethyst AD, and Blake. Yikes, definitely not a very good team whatsoever for our opponent. A bunch of Amethysts and free agent cards. Well, I guess that's a nice matchup. AD is significantly quicker than TACKO, than BOBAN though. That's basically a clone of the Galaxy Opal AD is what that Amethyst is. So that's not the worst Amethyst card in the world by any means. Good defense by Dino. We get back and somehow that goes in. I did not think that was going to go in at all. I don't even have a freelance on, but I don't think I'm going to need it right now. So we're going to at least try to play without the freelance. No need to put on that setting if we don't have to. Swing the ball one more. BOBAN, go back door. This is what BOBAN is really useful for, is the fact that he's so big that he can just mash over people. If he's not matched up with a YAO or TACKO, or at least a KP or a Dikembe or a Kareem, he's going to be a complete mismatch in terms of his mashing ability. There's no doubt about that. And the fact that he can shoot wide open, I think, is valuable as well. I just worry about him defensively more than anything else, because I don't think he's going to be able to move well. I think if he gets isolated by a fast center, he's going to be an issue. I think he's going to struggle in pick and roll coverage, things like that. Why did T-Mac just throw the ball out of bounds? I know we got double teamed, but I pass it to BOBAN, it just goes out of bounds. Like, what? I don't think I've ever seen a pass just completely go out of bounds. That makes no sense to me at all. But I don't know. Are you running a play? I think he's running a play or something. What are you trying to do? I'm very confused. I'll be completely honest. BOBAN, get over there. Hey, look at BOBAN protecting the rim. Yes, sir. Big Bobi. Beautiful stuff. Run the floor. BOBAN is so slow. Y'all see him just snailing his way up the court. Walk him under the rim, though. Go up. BOBAN MARJANOVIC. I mean, you can't argue with the height. you can't argue with the height. At 7'4", he is a huge mismatch with his size. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. Guard the pick and roll. You're gonna have to play a lot of like more so drop coverage with BOBAN though. Fight through screens with your defender. He's too slow to really recover all that great. He did get a great contest there though, because we were low enough that we could get ourselves in good defensive position. But if I tried to blitz that screen or play high with BOBAN, I just wouldn't be able to recover. Backdoor here, BOBAN again. I just couldn't sneak that pass in there, and that's a transition take foul. That's tough. Tried to sneak the pass behind AD, was not able to do so, unfortunately. But Blake Griffin's free throw is terrible, so he's going to miss it anyway, so that is all right. Let's just get another stop. I do want to see if I can get BOBAN some catch and shoot threes, and I really just want to keep seeing him on the defensive end of the court as well, how he moves and things like that, because I think that matters a lot as well. I don't know, man. I'm so intrigued by this card. It's because it's like he does have some value to him. I mean, Mark Eaton's faster, but Mark Eaton can't shoot at all as a stopper, and I feel like BOBAN's being able to space the floor and get those shooting badges and things like that is valuable. By the way, that was a BS foul. Not really anything I can do about that. That's just bad animation. But this card is just so intriguing to me, I guess, because he is so slow. I mean, we can see it. He does have the MJ dribble style, which we saw in freestyle, but like he's so slow, he's not beating anybody off the dribble, obviously. Even if you add quick first step, I just don't see him beating anybody off the dribble. But good pass, T-Mac with a wide open three, easy catch and shoot, and that's a 3-ball there. And BOBAN has takeover, which is rim take, which is obviously an amazing takeover to have. So there's some things I'm liking about this card for sure. I think the speed's going to be an issue. I really do. I think that's the main thing that I'll say about this BOBAN card is that the speed is going to be a problem with him a little bit. Size up, good move, Danny. Yes, sir. Hit our pop, catch. I want to shoot the ball, but he won't let me. Get in the post again. Let's drop step here. You're too little. No chance. Gerald Green's never going to get a stop. I mean, y'all see how much of a mismatch he is on the interior. Like, there's no doubt about that. He's going to force double teams. He's got that same effect as those other tall bigs, which is very valuable to have. I mean, there's no doubt about that at all. It's just the defensive like mobility that he doesn't have. I jumped there and I'm way out of the play. Shouldn't have jumped. That's my fault. You're going to struggle to recover in that type of situation with BOBAN as well, because of, again, how unathletic he is. And it's just the way it is, and that's all right. But it kind of is what it is. Why are you fouling? You're not going to get a strip there. Let's just play defense like a normal person, please. If he would leave me open for 3 with BOBAN, that'd be cool. I would appreciate that. See if we can get ourselves another pick and pop, though. Maybe he will drop down with AD. He will. Beautiful. Hit our pop. BOBAN catch and shoot for 3. BOBAN. Oh, I thought I greened that. That's so tough. That's all right, though. Run, BOBAN. Run back. Hey, get back in the play. He couldn't quite get back in the play. He doesn't feel as slow as 25 speed, I will say that. I think that's mainly just because of how big he is, but he definitely certainly does not feel fast. Like, if I was going to say he feels fast, that would be just a straight up lie. Going through, oh my goodness, BOBAN, hey. Yo, we got to finish, though. He got past AD, but he doesn't make the layup. It's a weird animation. This card confuses me, man, because I see the value in him. I really do think there's a lot of value in this card. Like, would I play him over Mark Eaton? I'm not sure, but the answer might be yes. I don't know exactly what to say about this card right now. The value in rebounding is there for sure. I mean, he's slow, but he's not as slow as you would expect 25 speed to be. And I mean, obviously, he's a huge mismatch. If you don't guard him well, you're not going to be able to get stops on him. See what his free throw is looking like right here. He's got a pretty good free throw release, I think. I just shanked that one, but it looks like it's a little slower than I thought it was. Let's see if we green that. Okay, and I shoot it late on that one. Weird. I'm gonna have to figure out his free throw, but I don't think it's that bad. I think I just missed him, basically. You see, he's so slow. He got back in the play, though. Yes, sir. That length. We tapped X the right time, got ourselves a steal there, and then Avery Bradley plays that perfectly. That's tough. He's not quite as slow, I guess. I don't know. He's slow, but he's not as slow as you'd think. Jump. Hey, nope. I jumped again. Got myself out of position. We're losing this game right now. I don't know, man. I'm trying to force it. Obviously, if I wasn't forcing things to BOBAN, just using him as a screener, an offensive rebounder, and a masher, I think we'd be winning this game more. But we're trying to get BOBAN going in a way. I think the most effective way to use him is just to go in the paint and drop step and then go up. Like, that's a mismatch. You can't stop him if you don't have the right personnel to stop him on that end. I just reached myself out the play, and look how slow he is, though. He can't get back in the play. He's trailing so far behind AD. That right there is a great example of why BOBAN is going to struggle in ways, is because of something like that. But set a good screen for me, please. T-Mac attack the rim. We're just going to blow by. We're going to take our dunk with T-Mac. He didn't help off the pop there with BOBAN, and we are going to take our dunk. You just can't, if you're going to play this card, which you can, you have to be very, very like safe on defense the way that you play. You can't jump too much. You got to go straight up. You got to play straight up, hands up defense. Like, that's right. Great defense right there. We got ourselves a paint stop. We're going to get another one here if he goes up again, which he didn't. And that is an offensive 3. Like, that's great defense right there. You just have to play very, very patient with him and not reach him out of play, not let him get behind the guy that he's defending, that type of thing. You have to be very, very careful with this card for him to be effective. But we'll see if we can win the game right here with Big Boban. Throw it into him, yes sir, and he's just too big. Nothing that AD can do about it. The size is something that you can't argue with. Look at the length as well. That could have easily been a steal, but he tips it out of bounds. Card's intriguing, man. He's got value, but I just don't know where he fits or who he fits for. Like, this card really, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about him right now, to be completely honest. Help over though, get back to the corner, good defense. We gotta stop here, and that's gonna be game. Beautiful stuff. Solid performance there. Should not have been that close of a game, but Boban 10-1-1, 5 of 7. I did miss my one wide open 3, a steal and a block as well. This card's got value. He definitely intrigues me. Let's hop back to the main menu and let's view the card. So in conclusion, I'm not 100% sure what my opinion about Boban is. I'll be completely honest. I don't know. He's got value in his high size, but he is so slow that you're going to have to be so careful if you do use him properly. I'm going to compare him to Mark Eaton real quickly just because I want to make that comparison. Let's see if we can let's make sure we get him, find the right player. There he is. Okay. So when you look at the stats, he's a much, much better shooter than Eaton. That gives him a lot of value. He's not as good defensively, and he's much slower than Eaton. So that is the thing that you have to consider about this. So I don't know. It kind of depends what you want to give up, I guess. I feel like he's a similar card to Eaton. He's a much better shooter, much worse defender, and much less athletic. So you're going to have to keep that in mind with this card, but he can compete on the interior against TACKO and YAO in a way that no other bigs can besides Mark Eaton, which is valuable. It's just, is the lack of speed worth it to have the shooting ability with this Boban card? And that's a decision you really have to make for yourself at the end of the day, I think. So I don't know. I like the card. I'm not sure exactly how much I love him, but I am at least going to keep him on the team right now and give him a chance because he really has the potential to be a very capable budget backup big, budget starting big, even if you need somebody to match up against TACKO and YAO, if you play defense properly to basically hide his speed as much as possible. But hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. I know I talked a lot. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.